This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Hi, Boadu TV. Na Zambia ne Ghana ntokwa no. Oni nema bia wo ho ayesere. Akoye se Ghana so nya akonya afaso promotive gu. Na wo de Zambia etoto Ghana ho anse kofono market kura. Akukure bia so jeni omo skirt omo share ni sanoma no. In fact, Captain Smart has sent a strong warning and a message to our brothers from the Gambia and Yonguti.
Stage of Zambia. The very first time he used the word, we are fools, and we may continue to be fools, was in Guinea. Very first time, okay, say, I want to say, you woman, hey, yeah, more than Kwasiafo. Was in Ghana. That was in Ashanti region. He came to Cape Coast. As I hear, Bibiara said, Jimmy, Jim, hey, Cape Coast. Na owo adamfobi efe na matefio na matefio de yire eye ewe amatefio yire efi adidome oye nkrani a ne yire eye ewe ofi adidome sasa na yebo no na ke abankran na okasa no onte ayibe na on tinkan wa bro ye odododuoduo MP na kwa me kasa no damin na yanzi yejimo was right here in Accra. Listen, I've been following a certain trend, but I thought, sir, it's normal, and we need sometimes to get relaxed and feel that, oh, it's a joke. But, Mefia, what's in an F1 so can say me treme? Sadia at this city, baby, a benny pabrabomuno, a chenny panini jimia, a tanakuma home. Me na ka asam no kire me no na me nhye da nsu a na me wukumase o say ade a ede sedie bebrebe ebe nipa bra bomu no aye ahwe saa nipa no saa de ne digimi ebata nipa na koma ho enitina abrofo ne bi enipa ne bi kase some jokes are expensive. Enye niema esere nyina ene sese ebeda abonten ma wosere. For example, so wo maame a wedi 90 years opatre na obofom ebi akwanya ofa so obofom no esere. Hwemanim wo maame a wedi 90 years no kwanya ofa so obofom na esere no wetu di asere wo maame. Untimi. But jokingly said you sit tall fam no na esre ubetimi asre. But can you do that to your mother? You cannot. Etoda woni papa pani bi nam. De papa pani ne baye ne ho no esre. Bia na ne sedia na esesa wo de sere no no. Sa sedia ne beba ne buafu. Eti asante ya wo bibia ye fra no nitandua. Nitandua no ma men kire wase. Enye so obi mpa wasem o. Metu asese sema uto empema sem mempema uto asem. Abraham mpema asem mempa Abraham asem. Efiatago on pema se me efiatago asema. None of us and obetimi yakọ baby so okobodua. The mere fact that won pema se Dabi. There would do any share ya. Nanka esesa wo humi mmobo same ye mobroni na menom go tamunzo. There would do any hu ya. Na esesa nka wo humi mmobo se manyini me yoba me di 80 me be ma me di 90. Na sad brani mu no. Wantimi ye hunu nyansa. Na wode me mbra wo ye esre me. Eno na me ye boni tandua. Emra esesa nka de a wani ehunu no. Wobɛyɛ ntentan afa me ho na nka manim guase so akata na nka me yaw bia me na mu no so akata wanyɛ ɛna wodi wani ɛtra wonton ni tan ɛyɛ de woyɛ oyɛ no ɛkyerɛ me enti bɛfia bible mu Noah ne baba akudi wom yɛso yɛ bibini minim de eti aba ɔno nko ade yɛ ka so ɔyɛ black Say okoton ne papa adeja ba ko koton okata aso but another person ne baba ko so koton ye no sa ne ba no wa onim ne din no bible no type ma me say ya me refi akwa ndin obaye bibini nso ampa because ye jimi and me kase ye jimi a enye se me di atemu what do you say sa word na no odin ye nyese me nim sa no odin ba me mpa nkyere se Sabi eburu wo ye bibi no sabi you see the word ye jimi na me pese be kire say esese ye ko ba bi anyansa wo no ye kofa me definition no etitimase mafia ne baba ko no an ye mba o sabi na sirim eba sa branch ye friend ham okoto ni papa adeja no senka me da hɔ yi na bless abeto me na aba akokora me di 90 di 99 me di 105 I hear be si ho di 105 awie na madeja eda bonten na me ba bless eba ya na me madeja no say the Bible can or say ohun me fi ahwebe ohun na ohwe na ordinary papa deja to abontin that is social media hwe bibie ni asasi so ebeba even 1,000 years to come ayen ye wu a any Bible the Bible is the word and the Bible is the world the Bible is the word and the Bible is the world. That is why I done 3 days we catch us as me that sorry a china me da. Na me who say yes to Christ or a fake kura I will still be a Christian. If you say hey, one say 3 languages 1,500 years everything they said everything they wrote pointed to one person Jesus Christ. In the Quran say, if you want knowledge, go to the people of the book. Watch this and listen to this. The Bible say, "Ohui na oshei no de papa adeja eto amonte." What is it? Mobile phone. Mobile phone shemu ho. Eti ohu ye no. Samra na nsu ayiri. Abraham, ensu no ayiri. Ekum ni payina aka won ehye sa ebonowa aknim eti hwan ene hu ye ham hwan ene hwe ye ham ode to abonten no hwan ene hwe because won ane wo ebono wa hyɛn mu nyinaa no wɔyɛ Noah asefo eti sanka sabi eburu sabi enyaado me papa de ja kyerɛ me maame ansanka nyɛ wɔn But what kind Bible ni here? Na enye won an na wo ye Noah asefo no. Eda ho che nti obi beton. Nti ene se wudi obi hu ntro wo social media ye careful. Cause one hwe beda ho abeche. Ema akwada bi a sesi ame no kasa fe no wedi 6 months. Obedi 40 years no bekwa kokan saade no. Enso na saade re nya no kore. O se ohun na ohwe na ode ne papa deja ekoto abonten. Enam senti wodome no. Me hu se no wabie na no adome ne ba no. Ba nyame a ohun ade nyina no, ohun de na no wa aka ewonimu eno ne yefa ni tandua. Hwe abibifo ya jibi me na mka kire wo. Se ya me no ka say presenter bi she kuro bi ase. The radio station no obo 1k. Enipa ewo community ni mu nyina akora nyi mu nyina na tie no. Ba wan hwe obetwe nya abotre ne adaje atena ho. Aka de opeso ka kire me. Me hu amimi bie ma no ba ko a I'm talking about millions of people. Se obi Facebook enipa ehwe 400. Me nim nipa ehwe me se. Ba wan hwe politics inti obeka bibi hwe ebibifo ye jimi and consider ye beti ase say ye jimi eti ye be ko table foforo ho na ya dwene na ye hunu say ye jimi nti asese ye jai no ho that day and ebibire ebe ya kono hwe the word ebibire if you try say ebibire ye ka say bibi ye ebibire
ebibirem ana
ebibire said what you say bia
say ye fan Africa
nti ebibire ye tuntum ebibire nye tuntum ade e hyiren a enuonyam wom
okay
ene ye fa na ebibire enti black e chere say e chere power black mo ame mo wo so whatever no Google the meaning of black. Me so me ko e hobby hwade ye ina ye nkohwehwe ade a ye fred black no said ye asechre etie what is the meaning of black ye ina ye nhwe je bi wa Google mo ma share the mic bo betre kire wa kan de wahu if you asha mic ka ho kwakire ho kwaje mic bra ba wo ma set so betra ya eti adia ye friend tuntum it is always associated with elegance and sophistication say ka say tuntuma eti broni bi eni asase so obey toilet roll a tuntum da wo black toilet roll da ya the white na pepper yeto nti nka abrofo no mo ya de de pepper yeto ka sabe eburu sabe anyado me papa agiri wagya ne nan awie no ti roll no de pepper de to no broni no de pepper nto wo toilet roll tuntum da wo de wo ba asase so me da wo sere wo toilet roll tuntum da okay Bible can say a man kata wonti enye say oba wo kwa so na bodu ku fenkyerem dabi ade a eye papa ye bo ho ban unim sa ade a eye papa ye bo ho ban anamwa if you say black wu na eye tuntum no ese say wo kata so ewiase aye we say ye beye sports for no he saade bi na mo ye no the best FIFA 4 year no ye first Ballon d'Or aya check ni pa do we she black e was a event na se ade to obi a she tuntum eti se wo ye bibini ese se wo te tuntum ase se ese mo wadwen ye adwuma ye jimi me pesa me chew tuntum ase na me de beto de Zambia for ye ho meanwhile time na come de Zambia Kwame Nkrumah sesa ebro every infante titru gomua ani bro bie ani come Zambia for no oko no hyefugu
cannot come the omutomo
Samre no Zambia for ehunu se e come de won na Kwame Nkrumah bra won ebro no so na yefugu ebro he before ya Jimmy wow o so am president she suit pacho suit one and buy Zambia o need traditional wear Zambia for emema wo she kaba ene slater ya kan bom ba wo fre fugu say ma blouse no problem you see black is always associated with luxury and formality. Eti etwana ni yakwa event ajebi yakana say black tie events. Every luxury brand of a car in this world is white in color. Is black in color. I have never seen an American president sitting in a white car before. They are always in a black car. All right, let's start here. We are sima kesifu nyina. Emema na we are see here dia. We your ba wo tiasio wo ntiasio no ye wo wasem. Say as oba me wardrobe man, me black shoe do what say. Bebre. Brown shoe do what say. Say white shoe kura ye nhye biom.
This say be a boot.
Eje asofo na le shoe na no na ye say no Santiago catch them odoka ba membra follow me follow us follow me come here home kuti asem o yere de oba de say obo no ho ban odo say
nkan monidi stop
eti asofo na she white shoe eto na me di mafo ba ha na say me interview no ba no wa she white shoe na na de hyenhyan abo me di mafo shoe no so aya wo so we here kan sam kire wa wo je poison na wo mu fa na wa bo ba no ho ban se be me koto mo ba fon cross say I want black. Black is power, black is authority, black is prestige. Mefia, one meaning of black, I mean, who ye me nwa a mystery and unknown. And before, we are very mysterious. And black is unknown. Black is hidden. Black is unexplored. And to be a we are see here, or the be we are see here. Africa. Black can give a sense of intrigue or secrecy. Enti car biano answer na car no bet be any tinted. Ah obi shema oh no tinted e den e tuntum.
Tomusum.
Sa wo hwe TV a minim se cameras no bet be aye saade we ama me a. For camera ni hwe yum just for bibi hwe yum na nya bibi black so do I tie a form hoye black Pentecost platform ya metisi black yey wodu mu TV a chese wo TV wo dem black fa bibi tuntum fa kodo na no ho obenya bibi black anything black studio hair wo nyina black. So when you tuntuma mbatamu a show ya wo hwe wo TV so enye fe enti se wo hye bibidi na dwen nya adwuma hwe wo ne no kacha se wagimi. Black is power and strength. Black evokes strength, evokes control and resilience. And it's a bibidi ba otwi dia kwada hye na chi osanyem na osoniema edidi kunachi enye se sa de punishment someone so ye be ma na wo akurase wo yere nyem akoda ahye na chi osan so ne ma bra wajibi jajibi no obayi yem na akoda afoforo san so hye na chi na osan so ne ma bra wo yesa wajibi jai yes e wo be se tuntum gira ho ma hoden nanso ye nyo ba sa eti sa wo yere nyema me sa woni ne kwa afu ma ne nsoa ne ma wate buano bua obano manen dan dwen ne ho mana so bundwe no enen krachi for yere no no ya mu your girlfriends I say we are craving who crave the ya catch am say wo kondo who crave dey I am before I am craving who craving dey when you said the word craving it's not an English word it's a Hebrew Aramaic word meaning that ade anyansa nima wunya wope that is the original meaning of the word craving ade a nyansa nima wunya wope because we are then I was sorry 2 a.m. say obedi ice cream that is why oba nyima oni normal state so oba bi o wasase su bi asa wo yere nyima baby anyame di na duru no baby owo no onim ho because oto won ne yam bibi ampempem no but oda ho sabon sa akoda no de nan me kojo smart na me de na wagi yam cho eti nyinsɛn mu no ɛma kɔntimi to bibi anyansa ni but ɛno so no nya na koma beto ne yam obetimi ada eti sɛ oba ne krevi a just go out there sɛ wonni sika na men ha wo ho ma ne nte ase but ade ba ko a ehu ne sɛ ehiafo yerenom sɛ wonyema wo nkrevi ade a oba no ebe krevi for no eye body a yatoto cause te akurase body ho wo fa mfitire wana odi atujema ba no na odi abere no eni hire akurase oba anyima odi hire ni atakwa amedan akurase oba anyima me wofa ah kobrebo the friend John Bichem na yire sister ata the friend Selina wawu nyame fa de kranse onyim no me na kwaku Bichem baby ana ye toilet this no ye de ebra na ye atete date abom okọ hwe baby ntokro no ose mfuturo no edan na mu apapai no na onyim anita ose ade no ye nhwam odwudwugu ni nsem na otafre ba ye betra nkran no ema ni krevi mamuna wache wo isligo ema ni krevi ice cream from Frankie's obe krevi for day well spiced chicken wings kwatrango mwata chiba na koka chicken wings sabibi wo utrimu a
seafood
I am craving for seafood na what go mwata kwa seafood woni ma de kono munte be seafood no echire kakra sukwe kakra kwayata kakra posna kakra ye kakra enekwa your friend say squid. Oh, what to go want to try and go my amfro? Who could crave for posna? Well, I quiet now, Timunti apa. No one can help him. Eti, you are a enemy who could go my friend Frofra. Can I say? Frofra, what am I the cono? Say Bonsu near.
Ah, Kaibino.
Bonsu. We're Johnny Nino. The free Bonsu, young body, a friend Frofra, and go for Echo Cohon Poano de Ba. Eben one day.
I say Remunam
was
the Jana.
Why you be down?
The
way I was describing just where to be there.
Mudia here.
The Mudia here and the hen I was describing.
Oh, say Muramuna Jana, they are saying Eddie.
Eh, no, you're for so Jana. It's why I walk quiet ready. I can't tell you. No, yes, I take on so you did most be. Bibini. Black is formality and simplicity. So I was watching my president, the best president of Africa so far. Yeah, so. So we share the last 100 years there. Kwame Nkrumah baby John Mahama. But Samre womi, Mahama is the best president in the whole of Africa. I was watching Mahama with the simplicity and the elegance he demonstrated. That was Zambia. Hwɛ tuntum ɛtɔ da yɛyɛ yie kura ɛno ne yɛhyɛ yɛde kae sɛ yɛdɔfo bi agya yɛn ho deɛ nti ɛhyɛ tuntum ne yɛ sɛ tuntum yɛdidi awerɛhɔ yɛmfa tuntum nni awerɛhɔ tuntum yɛhyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ elegant ɛyɛ power ɛyɛ strength enti nyame yɛsrɛ wo captain ɛkɔ yi ma yɛn deɛ ɔte sɛ ɔno Kwame Nkrumah akɔ yi ma yɛn te sɛ deɛ ɔte sɛ ɔno ɛne yɛde kyerɛ. But do not forget baby baako a mɛba hɔ no akyire black represent professionalism and seriousness nti woba nkran a nkrani ne wo kasaka kwa me no bulu ono di agro ay agro no ne wo di babie fa de kaka de bulu bonsa de oka bulu ni kire no ene de oka bulu wo mi na esre na bulu na kire se Wunim mo amutie mpanifo amote nkan mo mfa nche me kama mo asere keke me ba nkan foforo 2013 ena mbisa ama feel say on cheme nkan kasa ede na ye wo dikres ba ko ya soro mu a oye MP me kan ye mame Elizabeth Denkra or watch mota obey Greater Accra Region is obey AMA boss for I think that now the time no now ya pon sorry na mkujina mame anim maybe sir ama feel say mame kan kasa because I love the way the woman dressed so simply beautifully elegantly. I want to honor her. Masoko akachen so nya eflefle. Nti ya pon asore wa chimota ya ye joint service ye wie ye no kewu platform we dey say mo yere mo free o se no ma ye dase wa ma yakonya woni antibi mo yakonya but platform we dey mo yere mo free ho you are looking so beautiful this morning. Me mami Elizabeth Teria Saki. That time no. Na Pastor JC Agbesi. Wa bedi sofo ho e wa chimota. Oko no wo chebi district ho nanado. The district, na Odi Pentecost suffer. The friend Pastor JC Agbesi, Otenkran, Otiawona, Otekasa Bebiri, JC Agbesi, Tekasa Bebiri. Sanyu ya tona we me te ne beye 2009 from JC Agbesi. I think that time no was senior. Either senior, that time when no district pastor. Won't mami no wan kafi o mami no comporte ne ho ena o mami a very sarcastic smile bi me ye sure sort ya say asem na me kan me nim de be kan ena o twe ne ho ne kuru ye very noble man afi won ho na jebi me nim ayeyo Onya eflefle ya makoke. Makankwa chasema na. Let's me praise oba. Ena elder bako kachem se captain. Na onya eflefle no kote wa he. Na msi o ama fio na mkachire ne se me PBB to describe Dickness, no. So you're a politician, no, sent me back, sorry, a member of parliament. I say, hey, I just say when you more hurry. See, yes, when I Fletcher say when you more hurry, Fletcher say, ha. Me Dimirika me call my car, walk up panacho, post in yet front to her, driver net to call. And I'm a fair pastor, Jesse, I was a pastor. Also, Captain. Let me say, Papa, when you're a flat float, hey, Pastor Jesse, I was hey. And I, or Chema say, the core drum of Coca say, hey, Hama, now what's that? Or say, Ghana Casa de Opeso Sian Cray, I did show at him the deal. And one was says, see, who come baby now to Brunia? Opeso did at them. The cow country, yeah, questioning me on the door. So, because we say, on Tessie. But as a one will buy a crew, I won't him say, black is authority. And to be able to say, call, you can't say, come, go, you can't say, I will cast him. I don't know, people say. The last thing I want to say about black, Mefia, black is rebellion. To doom. You rebel easily. Non-conformity. Because black fits any space. Black will fit any corridor. Black would suit any occasion. When you say the whole Africa, soldier for one match in here for Zambia, soldier for. One match here to say Ghana, Cocoa, or Petit Brew. Madam Catcher, Opa, me and Google says here, produce and pay Zambia soldier for a match in Malasia. Now, Ghana forces, they were Colonel B. 1958. 19th March, 1958. Their friend Colonel Brown. 19th March, 1958. Colonel Brown, I said that was Zambia Coach soldier for Saturday March. On my chat is a cocoa with your blue. As a pottery farmer. Pottery farm cocoa, and if you also if you cocoa money, answer.
I'm discipline.
It's a pottery cocoa with your brew. Oh no, Jemo Nimdi. Enjoy your cocoa. What was here, Bruno? Oh no, only. No, I say no. When you say Zambia for dressing here, we're a minister, a whole minister of defense.
Come honestly.
I know John to say, Yamicha, Mbu food I'm seeing man Adrian Indino. Yeah? We ask about we are mango go with them. Oh, what the original? Where is Zambia?
Na man is watching them.
More. Say Zambia minister show here. A man who hold mafia who be share dey. And I do frame wura. Minister na eba no.
To she mu kwa no she shoe.
So we are Bama was Zambia na dress say ya. Una we oga e wo kuro nim. Ba yen ya wo hye we ya wajibi we gay. Ye di wuto. Papa yo jina we. Any mami o jina ho na ye oba. Anything. And today I would explain to you why I think South Africa is Jimmy. Papa we on your retired military officer. Akwara John.
Oh, we do still.
Oda we do hwe nanim na no mama. Pena no. We. Nani abre. Sergeant Major. we by now kontimensia oya henkwa o hyensa wa shata de that thing we ni gina so ye soja ni wo Zambia we wo hwe da ni so mi do yame ni ru be fini tuo kura din na Zambia for pa mo pe grofo asere yen Ghana for na Zambia pa 1959 24th August mo go he date mo kan che Zambia for so go 24th August 1959 ana mo rafi mo na mo ni atunkom kwa me kwa na be kire mo ade e fe no WC woni matunkom hitim produce how the train answer and woni die ti ayagimi mafia ade bi ye Africa de no Africa mpe me to ade yim no mama ya tese se yagimi the Zambia minister de share na me de stre no nyese me pese me stre no akono efe ede ntira ade a eno na won wadwim no ohunu say eno na represent a demonstrate culture. It is like a Zambia minister or share sa e mata de na producer Safabra. Ade e jina hoya. Sanka nya hwe. Osadi jina red carpet so.
Wash. Ana o se den try na so.
Hwe. O do we jina we o.
Try the na so.
Eti anka ni kwanse Boadu Smart sere won. But ye na yes re ho.
Ntokwa ni formula.
Yeah, original way. Original was o the minister. But August 1959, Prime Minister Kwacha Zambia for the FNWC. So the richest man in Zambia that time, na kwato WC. Now I'm president on here to go. Because they realized that Kwame Nkrumah kept preaching Ghana, Guinea, Mali, Ghana, Guinea, Mali, Ghana, GGM, 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 GGM. But the entire before you Jimmy say, "Adia ye dia esom ye mbono ye nim." The black man is not willing to learn anything about the black man. Eti me share here, I think somewhere last year, me started to me share agbada. Me twinya nkrofo frɛ me bisa me say. I didn't tell me share Nigeria for atade. But a lot of them tuntum. Kaftan enye Ghana for atade. Kaftan and Nigeria design. Ghana ye shefu e ma she kabane slate. Ghana ye frantma esi. Anamwa. Apart from the 3 northern regions, every other tribe we're Ghana have your frantma. Aibe u frantma. So be sabo bobo no ahye singlet. Northern tima bonasene. Votarians, omo shefugu. Ohini biye wa asase so, ye shefugu. Otumfo ye disi akonwa so a, ye ma ne batakari kase. Batakari enya asante atade. Asante frantma. Mbacho mebuana. Eti ohini bi o wa santimam ofugu ye fel bata kari se wo bata na no wa kani ebro na ye de ba wo so no eti bata kari na ye de aduro ahyem na ahemforo de akoko eti se wo bata sa atade na wo hye sa atade na ye tu ejan no na eba eduro na ewo atade ni mu no na kari eduro na eba no na to na gu ba bi ti ye fe ne batakari Yen can for sa na yete ase badak batakari enya asante kasa. Wo wan kasa te ase yie proper. Wokwa Central Regional. Cape Coast to Fuhin wo ho. Ne ho ofese. Na na mpocho mo ache. Bibiara bokoze. Mafia say to Fuhin yiri ntema gu ho. No sheshos, no wo batakari no so. What's batakari kwa we fusun kakra, wo sha ne fe awurade. Some pump and pageantry beer, it comes with batakari, smoke, fugu. Wouldn't say Africa country be anywhere. One more dressing. Bronia to the D, Ajigana. The whole world, the whole Africa country be anywhere. Ne dressing, official dressing. Bronia to the D, Ajigana. It's a yen temani kente. It's known worldwide, globally. Say kente, a Ghana and tema. Smoke, a Ghana tadi, anamwa. And before ye Jimmy. Zambia pa. Na mona mo president epe baby akwa. O friend Nkrumah kura busa no question answer. Tell the friend Kenneth Kaunda. Papa we the biggest, the most beautiful dressing. No, did you know? We share we was Zambia. Akwa is a suku girl. We as a oba we dere we okoda o she bonnet. We Ghana masha de dawo, but minister the shano no. Ono ne ba akwa ye guy with Zambia bruta. He had the socks setting and then we share white socks NDP abonte. E wo Ghana ha. But you see, this is beautiful. This is their culture. I love it, I appreciate it, and I respect it.
They should also respect our culture.
Woko Switzerland. Omusha skirt. Wosha skirt and that says we are tough. Eti akwa your friend say. Akwa ultimate truth your friend say. Paul Adomoche over your skirt. Share socks tin. I don't worry. The northern part of Germany, skirt. Some mema. Ireland skirts. Yes, Remo. No. But it is about time the black man decides to read about the black culture. But here we are. Yes, Mahama Shefugu and Tessa, but quite the Fugu na Betcham WC, said they use you. They said they share Mahama no blouse, but Mafia, there's something about John Mama. Say Bibia or Yebia globally, it is bringing a positive impact on this country. And Your Excellency, continue. We will come and continue. Who Chrome President? That time we have bought Zambia gidigidi. This time in so to talk Zambia. In so to talk. I was Zambia. Se Ghana had in so talk in Matadia Ebeshe. While we will be Matadia latte. You are an African president. An African president is coming to visit you. And you are not wearing anything traditional to represent your country. This president does not respect Zambia. Ombuni Krum. Zambians, if you are listening to me, your president failed to portray the culture of Zambia to the world. Look, Ghana is Africa and Africa is Ghana. Take it or leave it. My beautiful Zambians, I love Zambia. When you go to Zanzibar and all those areas, hey, it's Zambia is very beautiful. I love Zambia. You are trolling our president. We're also trolling your president.
Of course.
Why are you crying in Zambia? But listen and watch this. Your president demonstrated somebody's culture by wearing a tie and suit. And you are so much comfortable to see your president demonstrating a foolish culture by wearing a tie and a suit. I know you have a culture in Zambia. Your president could have also demonstrated your culture. But your president failed to show to the world the Zambian culture. Our president is the most sensible in Africa now. Take it or leave it. He decided that I will, even though your weather was cloudy, it was drizzling, but I want to show the world, I want to show Zambia the beautiful Ghanaian culture. Why? Because culture is the preservation of identity in a globalized world. These days, you can tell for clear and obvious reasons that technology and globalization bless borders. So you'll not be able to tell this is a black American, this is a black Ghanaian, this is a black Zambian. Culture preserves uniqueness, language, and values. So my president, the best president in Africa, decided to go against the inputs and dictates of technology and globalization and decided to preserve the uniqueness of the Ghanaian culture, language, and values, customs. To also show you, years after Nkrumah came to Zambia, to also tell you that Ghana still exists and we are still the most powerful country in the whole of Africa. And this is aside for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, when he came and pushing for Zambia's independence and everything. He won and gained our independence wearing smoke. One thing I want you guys to know is that preserving cultural identity helps protect diversity and rising global appearance. Look at my president. So beautiful. Fellow Zambians, fellow Africans, culture fuels creative thinking by offering multiple perspectives of everything. Diverse cultural approaches foster breakthroughs in technology, art and design, conflict resolution. You cannot go to any part of Zambia to solve a cultural problem with a foreign perspective. It will not work. This will not work. Look, going forward, even in security, even in intelligence gathering, cultural intelligence will be a core skill. And watch this. Between now and the next 20 years ahead of us, cultural fluency, understanding and navigating different cultures will be essential for global leadership, diplomacy, business, and collaboration. Culture helps to build empathy. And this is Bill Clinton, right? From the United States. He visited Ghana. He never visited Zambia. Clinton came to Ghana. Culture helps to build empathy, reduce conflicts. And this man wearing an American design suit, but still wore a kente cloth on it. Why? Because culture improves international cooperation. It would have been so beautiful and so nice if your president wore anything cultural of Zambia. He failed. Culture actually promotes ethical and sustainable development. Look, around the globe, many traditional cultures actually emphasizes balance with nature, community values, and long-term thinking. Go to China and tell them to eat with cutlery, metals. They have their own steaks that they used to eat. You go to China, you cannot have access to Google because they do not want any other nation, any other people, any other groupings to actually dilute their culture. Because Google will blur your thinking about your culture. And Mephias, why realize as a camera photo? Why realize here? Climate and ethical challenges are starting to grow. But let me sit here and tell you, cultural wisdom offers sustainable ways of living that high-tech solutions alone cannot provide. So, if I have to, if JB is going to marry, JB would have to go see the family of the lady. But in America, JB can just walk straight to any court, to any legal department, and register his marriage, and JB is a married man. Here, we don't do that. In Africa, dowries are very important in marriages. But when you go to Dominican Republic, it is the only country that you can go seek divorce without the other person. They say, Jamia, let's get the Dominican Republic. But we have a court, I mean, court may grant divorce now. I did bet you many now we are bang. But the African culture is respectful. Cultural unity is key. So I was actually looking up to your president to demonstrate the Zambian culture. He failed it. You people need to punish your president for failing to demonstrate the Zambian culture. In times of political and technological approval, culture is the only thing that can glue and holds communities. As Africans, we need to share our stories. Shared stories, rituals, and heritage actually foster resilience, continuity, and belonging. My friend is Zambia for Rollins as empire. You love Rollins. This is Rollins in Fugu. We no cultural say don't get you know. Or control no no throw the chi. There Farmers Day. My friend can say we do mechi. Come on, look me. Culture is the compass. Of the future. Culture is the compass of the future. It actually grounds us in the past, guides us through the present, and equips us to face the unknown. Culture actually equips us to face the unknown, while we still honor the diversity that makes us humans. Listen, you do baby at home. As I said, you tell who I say before. Your president failed. He failed. Your president thought he's Donald Trump. red tie on black suit. Now, but John, God bless you. We want to thank you for demonstrating this beautiful Ghanaian culture out there. You see, Mefia, when you lose your culture, your identity begins to fade. Anambwa. A lot of girls don't even know how to dance Palogo, and as if this was in the wisdom of God. Tuesday, I spoke about culture. I said, "Nyaminim the eba, me ankasa me a prophet in the baking." As if I knew, God knew. So when I came here, no, it was Monday and not Tuesday, whichever way. Tuesday. Spoke about culture. Listen, when you lose your identity, when you lose your culture, your identity begins to fade. Culture answers one deepened question: who are we? So I want my brothers and sisters in Zambia, tell me who you are. If you continuously wear suit and tie, are you a Zambian? Without the Zambian culture, you people may struggle to feel rooted or proud of where you come from. I wear suits, I wear tie, but that is not a Ghanaian dress. And when you wear someone's culture, it creates a very quiet but very loud emptiness. And you will lose your sense of belonging anywhere, everywhere. When you lose your culture, your language disappears. And so does wisdom. Because if I need to speak to my children in someone's language, I will talk to them about snow, but there's no snow in Ghana. So when you soak yourself in someone's culture, your language will disappear. But Zambia can't cut away. They speak French. You are speaking someone's language. So I am sitting here because I want you to understand what I'm saying. I am speaking someone's language. But if Africa, if we had come together, and if not one, not more than two languages, the whole of Africa, every language carries unique ways of seeing the world, including proverbs, humor, and ancestral knowledge. When a language dies, centuries of insight vanish with it. Are you aware of that? Traditions that once united people become forgotten when you lose your culture. Actually, culture quietly teaches respect, responsibility, hospitality, and intergenerational care. Without these shared values, younger generations may grow up without clear social compasses, often borrowing identities that may not fully fit their reality. Listen, when you lose your culture like your president did, and I'm sure you speak English as well. Zambians, you speak English. When you lose your culture, your president borrowed a culture. History becomes fragile. A culture that is not preserved can be rewritten. If you don't preserve your culture, someone will write it again for you. Someone will rewrite it. That is why when you go to China, they will tell you that, hey guys, Google is not allowed here. Don't come and rewrite our history for us. When you lose your culture, you'll be misunderstood. So because Zambians lost the African culture, you guys misunderstood our president. You misunderstood us. And when you lose your culture, your history will be erased. One dangerous thing, when you lose your culture, other people will tell it for you. They will not just write it. One key thing I've always realized, and I want to appreciate Krobia Sanchiko Tokohene for this. Look, when you lose your culture, creativity and originality decline. If we had stopped wearing kente, what would have become of those who weave kente? It will create unemployment. So now you have very beautiful combinations of different kente. The style, the designs, everything. Do you know why? We have chosen to protect our heritage and our customs. In fact, and based on research, true innovation often comes from cultural depth, food, fashion, architecture, music, storytelling. By the fireside, by Mabe Dokuno and all those, you remember those days? We're able to learn wisdom. We felt our ancestral spirit with us. You sit by the fire and an old person tells you your story by wearing clothes, by wearing smock. When you lose your culture, psychological gap emerges. There will be a huge gap. There will be a huge psychological gap. Who preserve their culture, preserve their compass. Without it, progress becomes movement without direction. When you preserve your culture, you preserve your compass. Without it, progress becomes just movement without direction. Culture is the memory of civilization. Why do you still read the history of Zambia? But you appreciate someone who is wearing someone's culture when the international community is watching. When you protect it, you protect the wisdom of generations yet unborn. Modernity should refine culture, not replace it. I believe in modernity redefining and refining culture, not to replace culture. A tree, Professor Samuel Entry of the University of Professional Studies here in Accra told me one thing. Said, Captain, a tree grow taller only when its roots remains deep. A tree can only grow very, 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 very tall and bigger when its roots remains deep. This is what my Professor Samuel Entry of UPSA here in Ghana, Accra, told me. To preserve culture is not to live in the past, if you care to know. Preservation of culture does not represent living in the past, but to carry the strength of the past confidently into the future. When a country, when society, when people guards its culture, guards its identity, its dignity, and its rightful place in history. I want Africa to understand this simple thing. that a little ache can spoil a good head. A little ache, it can spoil a good head. If you think wearing, understanding, living, representing a foreign culture is the way to go, you will lose the grace of your identity. If you see meaning and meaningful sense in someone's language, in someone's identity, in the way people do their things, and you throw away yours, that is when you will feel the power of pain. Africans, we are the principal architects of our own lives. Nobody will come from anywhere to draw any line of beautification for us. We need to sit as people. We need to understand one simple thing. The reason why we are not developing and we are not able to prescribe homegrown solutions to our problems is simple. We are wearing the American mind. We are wallowing around with a British mentality. We are dressing the way harlots dress in UK and US. Our ladies are dressing like fools on our streets. Our men are trolling our streets and our roads as branded animals, beasts. And when you do that, we see you as somebody who is civilized, because the African man is wearing an earring. It makes you civilized. You are a fool. Women are now walking naked on our streets, and we think that is modernization. You do that, you are a harlot, you are a prostitute. Because people actually protect what is very, very important to them. That's why our great-great-grandparents and great-great-grandmothers and fathers kept in boxes gold, diamond, and other things that sounded very precious to them. You don't expose things that are precious to you. So if you're a woman and you want to be an American, showing your boobs, showing your buttocks and everything all on the streets, it means that your body is not important to you. Africa needs to represent Africa. We need to show Africa. We need to sleep Africa, eat Africa, drink Africa, demonstrate Africa, and make Africa the African that we all wish to see in the days, the years, the weeks, the months ahead of us. When we fail to do that, that is where Nkrumah's speech, statement, quotation comes to settle with us. That experience has shown that change, when it is denied or too long delayed, violence will break out here and there. Not that the men planned or willed it, but the accumulated grievances would erupt with volcanic fury. As people, we need to depart from the Western culture and start developing the African homegrown solutions to our problems. What we wear as Africans is part of our solution, because that will help us to excavate our lost identity. What we eat as Africans would actually help us to exhume our test for prosperity of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, as Ghanaians, as Africans, we are one people. I love Zambia. Ladies and gentlemen, as Africans, we are one people. I love Nigeria. This is the time we need not to keep trolling each other, demonstrating superiority with stupidity. But this is the time to demonstrate superiority in unity. My name is
Omo president say Omo holding on with whatever you be na ono ankasa
Whatever they.
Frugu na mo say mockery or whatever they were doing. But ono ankasa ebe order frugu do na the amount no no ankasa shebi.
Yeah, mpere mane nche.
Oh man, nche kakra.
There we mane nche because wa buye nimtia. Odi atem. Se sa na ye ka se ye de atem ni e kwa ntia se be ka se oni ye president gina ho no. Se na ni team ye si afu no. Ye de afu sa.
Yeah, they no need to me fusa. Two can work and you. Yeah, transplant so then far.
We maho.
We can they say na ba ko na.
Ah,
I so be you. I can for the to.
I say. Eti I JB I was say daga na fo nyina ase. Ya ade pa.
No, but that is our culture.
Yes, anopa me ti odi, you say tama na kwadwo all rant no me ko ha na me almost all the TV stations and radio stations nyina.
Also, I was also going through some of the archives and the history, and also I can say the meaning of black. I realized that black is not just a color, but it's a concept that touches science, philosophy, psychology, culture, identity, history, religion, arts, and language. Yes. But the meaning changes because of the context.
Yeah, of course.
The way a person see the canon. Yes. But consistently, it represents depth, power, mystery, and identity. So, when you're a black person now, you don't belittle yourself.
Of course.
What I say, you don't hide your identity. You don't belittle your culture. I mean, these people came to learn from us. Because I'm going for no, I'm going for no, I'm going for
what would you is a method?
Na make China for what do so they have come to learn from us. They came to learn from us. Almost every single European country. Every single free Africa. Every single free Ghana kakra. And they call it.
And I'm the cost of
modernizing.
Because Antoine Chile.
Yes.
And Chaskele. Nyana na last I think kwajo na ye ho ya imana me no ya ko yi picture shem ni na from her.
The measures of government Chaskele no. Chaskele no. Look at how aeroplanes say too are. It is true double. Double to make You get it? Entumabia na ye de boy emu say na ye jemu etire o ye kwa ne etire mframa parachute. You didn't get it. So it is just that culture is dynamic. Language is dynamic. So you improve on it and make sure say what me advancing the year pa. But you can't year pa. You see, Africa, we are not growing because you've not been dynamic well enough. And into Kofano Kokofaba, now you be adapted to make it look like it is a modern way of doing things, but it is not that modern way. And your mum no more polishing to suit themselves. Nanka, you cannot tell me say ene. See, you see, you to pan and nanka be to hold your culture to the streamer. Nanka yanko ebia one of the most China for the manko ne gumi. Enko kototo niema ye yankasa ne ye hubi ye titimre musa time no. Ye na ne ye de ena ne ye de ye niema. Ne ye ja ho no akwakoto sa niema no ne ba be yusuro. Ye jade. Meanwhile, oko ye small villages in Nasifo now. That is what they are still using. Some of them, that is what they are still using.
There you know.
Oh, oko ura shops na China ne manko de gumu na. E dey na be yi wo ho no mo a na ebi ni ha no mo say those days. But what ko fa no mo modernizing no. And then no man na hunu say mama na yet say asom no mo de buy bi. No. Civilization actually started from Africa. But the modernization of that civilization came from them because they added value to it. Of course. Africa is not just baby up and down you know.
Me cry there oje at point na me feel say Ghana for no amoko shia no event na se no say na omunim say bibi sa be free one ma ba comment bi sa be free one ma ba say omo mampani and as Ghana mampani o shefugu nti o she ma blouse enko mu nyina shefugu me e kire say
yeah.
Oba Ghana fugu ye kan ya mamre ne amane ho ne other we say.
Oh yes,
I was say you overpricing ma omo.
No, but right now
Obia JB Ghana ha or ye fugu. Fugu ye nimsa northern region. Omo na dey say ye kentewa santimem omo so e ba fugu a correct one the home free.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure say fugu kra no o de call London o machine timisi because e ye den.
Omo si but unya no my name fake correct one part say frugu na unu ne edisi sa pampro na ye no ye de ase nnua na ye no line bi na de si edim na ye de twisu say no aha eno na ye de
data nkrafo na yisu say na say everfo anamfanti
well obi atumi use so obi atumi use di say ye ja no na ye de washing machine na disi en fida
ampo tete no washing machine no
I'm telling you and ya chiro mo nimdie and mo add value to nimdie no and o ma say you hunu say okay say there there's a certain washing machine bia e say ye dey ba but those times o ma me time ade ni sin nanim na so o dey twi so a o dey twi ba ko mienu abe o say na afi
e free po ba
no ya to ono mo
but then see near mafufuo
of course
yeah
of course I mean so it's about time we appreciate our own of course yeah add value to our own share frugu no ne ye quality umpa na ye papa na ye frugu ankasa no eye sa a confirm colors no
who say awu mo colors
yes.
And they able to blend it e ma otimu say oh Charlie
wow eti ye I say and omo babe ye chiro mo ni bie omo hu bi da omo hye bi da ti omo hu yo mo so ye mark about say ye say scared to say the bet ye fa bi ko ba ho no mo hye bi because look we are the black stars of Africa. We are the gateway to Africa. And of course, never be bro no more. You see it to me dandy. No more omuhu. Obeka say black stars for near Kokobo. Was it say AFCON no say be qualifiers of Bibisa? No move frakente. So there a World Cup was something. One of the tournaments.
Yeah.
Oh, now boys CBD agroni there. It wasn't their fault because they don't know the origin of it and how to do it. That the mouth will be into as a wounded nima the crony there. But if they had carried themselves very well, and then Akomudi Kenteno a friend ye, and I'm to try pictures near the video now, I'm going to capture it to the whole world. Like I'm telling you, say, people from, and I said, Clinton, we now have a friend, Kente.
Yeah, Ghana, dear JB, yeah, you Kente, dear, and we're all over the world.
Yes.
Now, say, you Kente, dear, Fugo so kahon, but you know, do no do munim ye Kente. Inti Kente no timi ka say the before I send ko project fine omo project here and Kente o mampani bi hwehwo bi broni bi efri yen mampani a o mabedi esokọ years ago say amahodo fo bi enipa ba Kente no mo de ma wo mo Kente you know inti Kente de ono wato no ho dada e na nansi anasa o mo de foforo bi abeka ho a ase ya anyway na kwose ba Kente biaru hu onum se wei eye Kente a wonti mfa foforo ana bibia emfranti I'm sure so be oda bia kwa e wo se ye de ma you overprice ne ma wo because no hu se ne boarding
at least nanka all African countries kwa yenhia mu bia nanka every African president or foreign minister should represent its culture, and that is one thing I love about Nigerians.
Now, minister share a kabane slate, the long sleeves white
yes.
I share shoe ne socks. What down no ho? Babe Huria ye mampany. And ye MP nye DC nye MCB or mampany nankasa. Ye bachelor.
Or cry. Oh, madam.
Also crowd or chef gonna fatana.
Yes. Oh.
Who's a tinting at a form of the Bibia?
Me fanko and friend.
Okay.
Obey a comparison.
So maybe I make a canco. And me call Joe Cansembia. I think said there was I'm sure so be at Nadia Corso. Who a mampany or some more traditionally mo mache skirt and top. Any cabana slid no de long sleeves are bosso. One shape you. What about red a tie ne inside? Move white inner black and white we say. And who crowd the other class? Crofona crowd much or mampa no more querino. Mr. Shandoff, no mom or much says in my query. Also,
you see, black represents power and authority. Forget it.
Forget it. Black nine represent and okay.
No, I'm talking about our black.
Okay.
Yeah, Africans. No. The black, African, represent power and authority.
Okay.
Represent elegance. What I say, and of course fear. And that the mystery here. And he tells them beer. The question now Africa. ne kese no Africa ha no mo ne be fa niema na ye imagine niema na afi omakọ the touch of value kakra dia ka ho na omasan dia bre ye ni age
ukọtọ office wata
de bia na ye wakasa wo dia Saturday we sa sawdust we are sawdust on dem the favor enye Ghana nua na mo de Saturday we what I say
let be owo em say TikTok or social media or ye Ghana ni o ware broni na say odini kunu no be mi rafi ni din odini kunu no be gina ha no aka o say ye nana nom abrofo no be gi bibia ye go ye tibia bibia na mo de come back to abrochi nti ono o gina Ghana fo nyina na mu na waje de de ma nyina fi ni kuro and oka no aka so boda mo no nko kire mu nkire no obia nko kire mu wo brofo nkire no me nua na mabusuafo na me ka kire mo say de on ba gi free ye ho bia me gina Ghana fo anam na maje afiri ho na masan so de abrem mate on ase ya agroba asem no kra na oka no enima bebre na wo ya ha ya hu so hwe ena bibinti asen akodi omhonom ba nyame adom kakra ebefa ena ade ba kwa oje wose yesan so hwe ho asem bio eka se Ghana for ye boy ye ho ban pa hwe asem we bai from enura obia the politics ato nchen obia the politics ato nchen kire se fugu na momode bu pasa mode emo be fom no enya sa na tie ye wo ba krom ha no mo fugu kan ye ntare a ye hye na ye de a kire ewiase ne amanzanti ye beda Ghana fo nyina se tera bia e ba bibia e fire ho bamba obia the NDC ne MPP to nchen na ye say
I think that this is the time I say ye ma onua Ghana deba no yetumi ye ni first one was superb. JB. Fantastic.
Onua Ghana deba the media general the whole country.
Yes, in America no.
Ye na yete so.
Yes.
More bro.
Yes,
top notch.
Top notch, yeah.
Yes. Ye na yete so.
Yes, aso simu biem. As you say, what DSTV.
Of course.
Yes, that's what DSTV say. Me am almost who be said, come on, this is Africa, this is Ghana.
Miss Nancy, where the official announcement? You are pleading. This time, GTP will hoba. Yema fugu no ne.
And also dominating our style.
What you say? Kenteni ahihye ye ho na ye omo hu say. Sa asem no mo kan no. Se metimi aka mintimi che omo for man uniform. Yes, se me kan sa. And whoever minim whoever opposed to no kane.
No, you see,
the source, no, because
you see, I feel strongly say they took it on the flip side of it. As some of us say, yes, 70. It was quite trivial.
Now, Boadu obi hu fewa o mampani. Ye Ghana ya ti ha no. 24-hour economy nya mai. Aduane so nhya da system so do ho ba. You ma edi Boadu no. Wo hu say that Ghana for now we all going after ankrofo yi. Na mo ba David. There odi kan post ye. A o sha say o twetwe olumai no. Mo me hwe na kira kwan. Unni udu ufugu post bi atag no. Post ya no tag no post and I'm so happy say big social media influencers na omo a project ye fugu me ankrofo ho say fugu no nya sebe entumagu bi a ene mo kaba ne mo slate na mo de hair bonnet agbobo muti so de nose mask abo ase no what you say